So let's get into your reading. So in the past, we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And then we have the High Priestess. Powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation that provides valuable information, be at peace. And we have the Ace of Cups. So there was definitely love here. Okay. So with finances and career, the High Priestess, she represents secrets. Okay, so it might be, that there's a bit of a secret love going on. It may even be in the workplace. It doesn't have to be. It could just be, that there is definitely love here. Okay, with the Ace of Cups, it could be someone new. It could be someone you met at work because of finances and career. And the High Priestess, again, is all about secrets. So for some of you, you've just been focusing on career and finances. So let me just clarification on the High Priestess. Why is the High Priestess here? Okay, so some of you have been dealing with a Virgo. It doesn't have to be. It could just be that you do have feelings for somebody, okay, but you've been kind of feeling pushed out. It's like with the Three of Wands, it's your ship's coming in, but at the same time, I feel like it's not been easy. And I feel like financially, some of you may have been doing very well, but there are definitely some kind of secrets here regarding love. And with the Hermit, it could be that, even though there's love there, you've still kind of focused on yourself, so I don't know if you've had like a secret love and either they've been kind of keeping themselves to themselves or you've been keeping yourself to yourself. But I do see like a secret love situation that has been going on, or someone that's had feelings for you but has not necessarily declared it. It could be vice versa. Maybe you've had feelings for someone but haven't necessarily told them. So now in the present, what is going on is we have trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith, okay? And then we've got the Eight of Gabriel. So there are definitely, there's a lot of communication going on at the moment, a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. Now we also have the Devil. So this can represent a Capricorn, but this can also represent something that you feel kind of tied to, something you feel kind of restricted in, or something that's a little bit toxic. I'm just going to move my camera quickly. Okay, yeah, so it might be that this situation, it's moving forward, but it's just a little bit toxic. So let me clarify the Devil. Why is the Devil here for Aquarius? Oh, okay, this card literally just flipped. So the Page of Pentacles. So some of you definitely dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Why is the Devil here for Aquarius? The King of Swords. So this is a Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. So some of you are dealing with someone, you kind of feel stuck to this person. They might be an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. They might be someone who's very materialistic, someone who is focused on materialism. And I don't feel as though it's you, Aquarius, because Aquarius doesn't really have the traits of materialism. I mean, some Aquarians who have certain things in their chart may have those qualities, but Aquarius, Gemini is very humanitarian. They're not necessarily bound by materialism or things like that. So I feel you're more dealing with someone who's very focused on work, someone who has a bit of an ego, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. So someone's ego is causing a bit of a problem here, and I don't think it's you, Aquarius, okay? I feel like part of the issue as well is going to the past with the secret love thing. It could be, that due to pride or due to someone's issues, they're still being emotionally detached. So moving forward to the future, let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. And here we have the Page of Ariel. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you, scholarships or the pursuit of education, time to get to work. So the Page of Ariel is the Page of Pentacles. So again, this is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And this speaks about friendship, okay? So if you are looking for love, your friends might be able to give you some good advice. Maybe you go out with your friends and you end up meeting someone. Now, this can also be you kind of thinking back to the past, okay? I don't know if maybe you had a friendship with somebody and then you caught feelings for them. With the with the Six of Cups here, so it's like you're definitely reflecting on the past. Now with the Six of Pentacles, why do I keep on saying Pentacles? With the Six of Cups, this can represent someone from the past coming back. It could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be. It could just be someone who's very money orientated. So I feel like you're definitely thinking about someone is thinking about you. This person could resurface in the month of April for you. But the overall message for those of you who are completely single, go out with your friends. You could end up meeting someone, or your friends may know someone who they can introduce you to. So the obstacles, you have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And here we have the Queen of Gabriel. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want, the ability to attract helpful people and the world. So with this person here, again, it doesn't have to be an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be fire. It could be anyone that you're dealing with. But there's a lack of effort. So either you're not making an effort with this person, or they're not making an effort with you. And there's a lack of closure here. With the world as a obstacle, it's like you're not getting that happy. You're not getting that happy ending. You're not getting closure. You don't feel as though things are finalizing. So it's like I'm not seeing a ending at all, but I feel you do need some clarification on the situation. You kind of need to see where the situation is heading. Now with the Queen of Gabriel as well, this is the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Fire. So fire speaks about energy, it speaks about motivation, it speaks about movement. So I don't know if maybe you just don't have the passion, or if you don't have the confidence to go after what it is that you want, or if it's not you, it could be someone else. So it could be that this person just has a fear of emotional connection. You might be dealing with someone who is completely emotionally closed off, or who is scared of, again, emotional attachment. Because with the Devil as well, which is here in your present moment, it can represent like extreme fears. So I don't know if you're dealing with someone who is materialistic, they're kind of scared of emotional attachment, and this is causing somebody to not make an effort, but at the same time it's like there's no closure. So the factors that are affecting you are, you have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So Aquarius, you need to take control of the situation, okay? But you also have the Ten of Raphael, which is the Ten of Cups. Love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members, happily ever after. So, and then we've got the King of Cups. So it could be that, all this toxic energy is kind of coming from the past. And then, you do have someone around you who do actually, who does actually really like you, who is emotionally available. So it might be that you have options, and it's like one of these people are a little bit toxic, and then the other one is more emotionally available and can give you a more harmonious relationship. So, okay, why is free yourself here for Aquarius? What does Aquarius need to... Okay, so it literally jumped out like this. Okay, so I'm going to take the first card, which is the Lovers. So I feel like for some of you, you do have a choice to make in love. It's a head or heart decision, and the way to free yourself from it is to go ahead and make this decision. Okay, but you need to do it coming from your heart. Okay, now Aquarians, you are ruled by the element of air, which means, so especially if you're a moon in Aquarius, or if you have Venus in Aquarius. Venus is all about love. So when it comes to love, you guys are kind of very intellectually stimulated. You like to have good conversation, and you like your partner to be able to provide that intellectual stimulation. So this means that when it comes to love, you guys are very much in the mind. So what it's saying is kind of focus a bit more on your emotions and think about what it is that's in your heart, okay? And there is a head or heart decision that needs to be made, okay? It could be that you free yourself from a certain situation, and then there's this soulmate that comes in, you know, because the Lovers is also about a deep love. It's about a deep connection, but at the same time, as a free yourself, it's kind of like a toxic love, okay? You might have feelings for this person, but if it's no longer serving you and you're just going around in circles, which is with the World here, it's kind of like that going around in circles, that negative repeating patterns. You need to free yourself from this toxic love, okay? And then I'm gonna clarify who this King of Cups is as well. Clarification on the King of Cups. Yeah, so it's like with the Ace of Wands, it's like this new love's able to come in. And I think this came up for last month's reading as well, that you have to let go of the old in order to bring in the new. So if someone's not allowing you to move forward, if someone's not giving you closure, you have to do it yourself, okay? And this is where your Aquarians are very good at being independent. So this is where your independence is going to come in. Take on the Queen of Swords energy, which is all about cutting through the bullshit. You need to become this King of Swords. He deals with things in a manner where he doesn't deal with bullshit. But, you know, at the same time, it's like head or heart decision. You know, you may have an old love, but then you may have a new love that can provide you with more stability and more emotional fulfillment. Now, what I find interesting is that people say that Aquarians are not emotional, but I don't necessarily agree with that at all. You know, I think it's not just about a star sign. As a human being, you have a whole birth chart. So with me, for example, my sun sign is actually in Aquarius, but because I have a lot of water in my chart, i.e. Scorpio, and I have Pisces, I don't have a lot of Cancer in my chart, but I do have a lot of Pisces and a lot of Scorpio. So I'm actually very, very emotional. So for someone just to judge you on your sun sign and say that you're not emotional, at the end of the day, you're human beings. You do have feelings, okay? So, you know, this person may actually be able to fulfill you more emotionally. And I feel like that's what you need right now. You need someone who's going to bring you into alignment with your emotions. So it's about detaching from the old and allowing the new love to come in. So what you want love. You're ready for love, okay? A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. So I feel like you do need to let go of trying to control the outcome, or maybe you're dealing with someone who's controlling, okay? You know, but it's saying just allow, you know, the situation to unfold naturally. You do want love, but at the same time, you don't want to be restricted. Now, I think you need to be a little bit careful here, Aquarius, as well, because I don't know if someone's hurt you, but the Five of Swords energy is here, and this can kind of be a bit of a revenge energy. So I don't know if someone's really messed with you and you kind of just want a bit of revenge on them, or if you just want an end to silly pointless arguments. So take what resonates with you on that one, but I definitely feel as though there's love there, or you want love, but at the same time you want an end to conflict. You want an end to arguments. And this could be a bit of a warning as well, that someone could be trying to seek revenge on someone. So whether it's you or whether it's your partner or someone you're dealing with, just be a little bit careful, okay? So what's affecting your love interest? Religious factors. Your love life is being influenced by religious upbringing and spiritual path. And they have the Lovers. Make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. And they have the Nine of Swords. So, with regards to your love interest, they may be a little bit different, or have different morals, or be from a different background than what you are, or they may just have a different ideology to what you do with the religious factors, and that's fine, because you two can both learn from one another. Now, with the Lovers, it could be that this person has to make a choice also. It could also be with the Nine of Swords, it's like they're sitting there, they're actually really thinking about how much they do love you. It's like there's differences, but they're it's like a obsessive love here with these two cards. It's like obsessive love. The Nine of Swords is like, oh my God, I can't get this person off of my mind. And if you combine that with the Lovers, some of you may be dealing with someone who is obsessed with you. With the Devil card here, this deals with obsession as well. I don't know why I keep on going back to this, but that's kind of what it speaks about. But this is in your present, and moving forward you do have good cards. So in terms of what your love interest is going through right now, they're thinking about you constantly, and they're thinking about how much they do love you. They might be a little bit worried that you're going to move on from them, but there's just differences, okay? I feel like you two are not meeting each other on the same page, and this could be why there's a bit of friction. So what they want, deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So if there has been any kind of deception, I feel like they kind of want clarity as well. And with the Ten of Gabriel, ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load, working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. So I feel like they're really, really burdened by something. Okay, but they do want new partnerships. They do want to make plans. They do want to move forward. So I'm going to clarify it. Why is deception here? Why is deception here? Okay, so there may have been some kind of deception in the past. So whether they've been deceptive or whether you've been deceptive, they're kind of in a phase where they're thinking about it, but they kind of want to heal and move forward from it. Okay, but I feel like they're really burdened. Now with the deception card, it might just be something as simple as they're not revealing their true selves to you, or they might they might feel as though you're not revealing your true self to them. It could be, the whole lying and that kind of thing, but it just means that someone's put on a bit of a mask. It doesn't necessarily mean the whole lying, stealing, cheating kind of thing. It can mean that, but it might not be in this case. If you look at these people here, they're just wearing a mask, which means you're not seeing their true face. So, I feel like maybe this person just feels as though you've not been completely yourself, or they might feel like they've not been completely themselves around you. Okay, and they're just feeling a little bit burdened by it. So now your overall energy, you do have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon, and you've got the Ten of Michael. So there is or there has been a ending. Okay, and I feel like you're being strong, Aquarius. For some of you, this is a Leo. Some of you have ended things with a Leo. A situation has ended. You are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. So what is it you freed yourself from? What is it this ended? This horrible situation. So sometimes endings are not nice, but some of them are blessings in disguise. Okay, so you've managed to walk away from someone who just was no good for you. you know. So, and I feel like you are having strength, you are having courage. Some of you are needing strength and courage to walk away from this situation, but it looks like you will definitely have the strength that you need in order to make the necessary steps. And it's like, once you do that, there's this new love with someone who really will fall in love with you and really appreciate you and give you that emotional fulfillment.